Are you finding it a little harder to get up out of a deep chair? Do you feel a bit less steady on your feet than you used to? Do your arms feel weaker when you try to lift the groceries? Most people call this just getting old. But what if I told you it's not? What if it is a specific metabolic condition that has a name, a cause, and most importantly, a powerful solution? Today, we are not just talking about muscle loss. We are going to show you how to fight back. And the secret is not in an expensive protein powder or a complicated gym routine. It is in one single and surprisingly powerful food that can help your body reverse this process. To explain this invisible condition, we are deeply honored to have Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara with us. Doctor, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Ben. The invisible problem that happens inside so many of our bodies after age 60 is a condition called anabolic resistance. The idea is very simple to understand. Your muscles become hard of hearing. You can eat a wonderful meal with plenty of good protein. You are essentially shouting at your muscles, telling them to grow and to repair themselves. But because your muscles have become hard of hearing, they do not receive the message clearly. So even though you are eating the right things, you may find that you continue to get weaker. This is the root of the problem for so many people.
Muscles that are hard of hearing. That is a perfect and very clear way to explain it.
It is the exact situation of a patient of mine. His name is Henry, a 75-year-old retired carpenter. His greatest passion in life is his woodworking shop and his garage. But he came to see me because he no longer felt safe using his power tools. His hands felt weaker, and his balance was not as sharp as it used to be. He told me with great frustration, "Doctor, I'm eating chicken, I'm eating fish, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but I feel like I'm fading away." Henry was a perfect example of anabolic resistance. His muscles were not listening to the good food he was giving them.
And Henry's story is one that so many people watching can relate to. So in this guide today, Dr. Hinohara will first explain in more detail why our muscles become hard of hearing. Then he will reveal the one food that is packed with a specific key that can unlock their ability to listen again. And we'll hear how it helped Henry. And finally, and this is very important, he will give you a very practical guide on how to actually prepare and eat this food, even if you are not used to it. We believe it is a blessing to understand how our bodies work so we can care for them properly. If you are ready to learn how to make your muscles listen again and reclaim your strength, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe, it's completely free, and this information is truly groundbreaking for seniors. Okay, doctor. So the core problem for Henry and for so many seniors is this anabolic resistance their muscles have become hard of hearing to protein. So what are the keys to making the muscles listen again? How do we begin to overcome this?
The first key is not actually about the protein itself. It is about the gatekeeper that allows the protein to enter the muscle cell in the first place. That gatekeeper is a hormone called insulin. For the building blocks from the protein you eat to get inside the construction site, the muscle cell, the gate must be opened efficiently. As we age, our bodies can become less sensitive to the signals from insulin. The gatekeeper becomes a little lazy and does not open the gate as quickly or as wide. This is called decreased insulin sensitivity.
That is such a critical point that is often overlooked. When your insulin sensitivity is low, even if you eat a protein-rich meal, the nutrients from that meal, the amino acids, have a very hard time getting inside your muscle cells. They are essentially locked out, unable to do their important job of repairing and rebuilding the muscle tissue. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology has shown that taking steps to improve insulin sensitivity in older adults directly helps their muscles absorb and use protein more effectively. You are essentially giving the gatekeeper better, clearer instructions so the building materials can get to the job site.
This was part of the hidden problem for Henry. His diet, while it did contain protein, was also high in refined carbohydrates and sugars that were making his insulin system work too hard all day long. His gatekeeper was becoming tired and less responsive.
So improving insulin sensitivity is the first key to opening the gates to the muscle. But once those building materials are inside the muscle cell, what tells them to actually start building? What is the second key, doctor?
The second key is the start work signal. Even if the gate is open and the building materials are at the construction site, someone must blow the whistle and tell the workers to start building. For muscle growth, that whistle is a specific amino acid called leucine. Of all the amino acids, it is the single most important one for starting the muscle building process.
The science on leucine is absolutely fascinating. Leucine is the most powerful known activator of a cellular pathway called mTOR. You can think of the mTOR pathway as the master on-off switch for building new muscle. When you consume a meal with enough leucine, it directly flips that mTOR switch to the on position, and the entire process of muscle protein synthesis begins. If there is not enough leucine in your meal, that switch can stay in the off position, even if you have eaten a lot of other types of protein. It is the spark plug that starts the entire engine.
And this was the other missing piece of the puzzle for my patient Henry. The types of protein he was eating were good, but they were not the richest sources of this specific foreman amino acid leucine. So his construction crew had all the bricks and mortar, but the foreman was not shouting loudly enough to get them to work with real enthusiasm.
It's just incredible how our bodies are designed with these very specific keys and signals. It's our responsibility and privilege to learn what those signals are and to provide our bodies with the right care and the right nutrients they need to function as they were intended. Okay, doctor, this is the moment everyone has been waiting for. We know the problems are anabolic resistance and poor insulin sensitivity. We know we need to open the gates to the muscle and provide the powerful foreman amino acid leucine to flip that muscle-building mTOR switch to on. So what is the one single food that is so powerful it can help us do all of this and begin to reverse the effects of muscle loss in seniors?
The food is one of the most traditional and nutrient-dense foods on the entire planet, but it is one that has been forgotten by many in our modern world. It is grass-fed beef liver.
Beef liver. I think that is going to surprise a lot of people. Most people don't think of it as a muscle-building food.
They should. It is not just another piece of meat. It is the body's primary storage organ for the most vital nutrients. It is not just protein. It is a complete package containing all the tools the muscle needs to repair and rebuild itself. In many traditional cultures, including in Japan, it was considered a sacred food for strength and vitality. It is nature's true multivitamin.
Let's look at the science on this because the nutritional numbers are truly staggering. You mentioned leucine, the foreman amino acid. A small 100-gram serving of beef liver, that's about 3.5 ounces, contains approximately 2.9 grams of leucine. To put that in perspective for our viewers, that is a massive dose well above the 2.5 gram threshold that research shows is needed to powerfully activate that mTOR muscle building switch. But as you said, doctor, it's so much more than that. That same small serving contains an incredible amount of vitamin B12, many times your daily requirement. B12 is absolutely essential for your body's energy production and for healthy nerve function, the nerves that tell your muscles to fire. It also contains a huge dose of a very special form of iron called heme iron, which is the most easily absorbed form of iron you can eat. Iron is what your body uses to carry oxygen to your muscles. So with beef liver, you are not just getting the building blocks for the muscle. You are also providing the construction crew with the oxygen and the energy they need to actually do the hard work of rebuilding.
And this is the exact food we added to my patient Henry's diet. It was not a large amount, just a small portion, about 2 or 3 ounces, cooked very simply twice a week. At first, he was not sure, as it was not a food he was used to eating. But he was a disciplined man, and he was committed to getting his strength back. After 2 months of consistently including this in his diet, he called me on the telephone. His voice was different when he spoke. It was stronger, more confident. He said, "Doctor, I went into my workshop today. I picked up my favorite hand plane, a tool I was becoming afraid to use. I was able to hold it steady. I made a clean, smooth cut in a beautiful piece of oak. I felt the strength in my hands and my arms again." That was the moment he knew he was not just fading away anymore. The beef liver was giving his hard of hearing muscles the powerful and concentrated message they needed to finally wake up and get back to work.
That is such a powerful and hopeful story, Doctor. It truly shows that with the right information and the right nourishment, real tangible change is possible at any age. And we love sharing these kind of breakthroughs with our community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. It is a true blessing to connect with all of you who are on this health journey. Henry's result is truly amazing and so inspiring. But let's be very honest, Doctor. Many people watching us right now are probably thinking, "I'm so happy for Henry, but I just don't like the taste of liver, or I wouldn't have the first clue how to cook it." This is a huge and very real barrier for many people. What is your practical advice for them?
That is the most common and the most important question. You do not have to sit down to a large plate of liver and onions if that is not a food you enjoy. The key is to introduce this powerful food gently and intelligently. I have 4 simple steps for what I call a gentle introduction to liver.
A gentle introduction. I love that. What is step 1?
Step 1 is to start small. You must understand that you do not need a lot of it. This is not a food you need to eat in large quantities like a steak. It is a very potent, nutrient-dense food. Just a small portion, about 1 to 2 ounces once or twice per week, is all you need to receive these powerful muscle-building and energy-boosting benefits.
So people should really think of it less like a big meal and more like a small, powerful supplement that they eat. That makes sense. What's step 2?
Step 2 is a simple trick to make the flavor much milder. You can soak the liver in milk or lemon water for about 30 minutes to an hour before you cook it. This simple process helps to draw out some of the stronger metallic taste and makes the final product much more pleasant and mild.
That is a fantastic tip from traditional cooking. Okay, what is step 3?
Step 3 is the easiest way for most people to begin. It is to hide the liver. You can ask your local butcher to grind a few ounces of liver for you, or you can chop it very, very finely at home until it is almost a paste. Then you can mix this small amount of liver into a larger amount of ground beef when you are making meatballs, meatloaf, or a pasta sauce. I promise you, if you mix just 2 or 3 ounces of liver into a pound of ground beef, you and your family will not even be able to taste it. But your body will receive all of the wonderful strengthening nutrients.
That is a brilliant tip. It takes away the fear completely. But what if someone is still hesitant or they just can't find good quality liver where they live? Is there another option?
Yes, if the taste or preparation is truly a barrier, a high-quality supplement made from grass-fed desiccated or dried liver can be a good alternative. It comes in a simple capsule. But I always believe that if it is possible for you, the whole food as nature provided, it is always best for the body.
Okay, that makes this powerful food so much more accessible for everyone. Now let's talk about timing. Does it matter when we eat our protein-rich meals to get the most muscle-building benefit?
Yes, the timing is very important, especially for an older body that is struggling with anabolic resistance. It is very beneficial to front-load your protein. This means making sure you're eating a substantial high-quality protein meal in the morning for breakfast. This act sends a powerful signal that kick-starts the muscle-building process for the entire day.
That is exactly right. After you have fasted all night while you sleep, your body is naturally in what's called a catabolic or a muscle breakdown state. Eating a high-protein, high-leucine meal first thing in the morning is the most powerful signal you can send to your body to stop that breakdown process and start the anabolic or building process. It truly sets the metabolic tone for the rest of the day. It's a wonderful way to start the day with intention, giving your body the best possible fuel and honoring its need for strength. Doctor, this has been a truly revolutionary guide. You have not only explained the real root cause of age-related muscle loss, this anabolic resistance, but you have also provided a powerful nutrient-dense and accessible solution with grass-fed beef liver. This is a true game changer for senior health. And as you've taught us, building back that lost muscle is not just about being able to lift heavy things. It's about supercharging your metabolism, which helps to manage your weight and stabilize your blood sugar. It's about protecting your bones and dramatically improving your balance to prevent dangerous falls. This is a truly holistic approach to improving senior health. By focusing on nutrient density and providing the body with the right signaling molecules like leucine, we're not just fighting weakness. We are building a strong foundation for a longer, more vibrant, and independent life. This is the future of proactive senior health.
I want to leave everyone watching with this one final thought. You do not have to accept weakness as your future. Your body has an amazing and deep ability to rebuild itself at any age. You simply need to give it the correct tools and send it the correct signals. Be patient with the process. Be consistent with your good choices, and you can feel strong and vital again. It is never, ever too late to start.
That is the perfect message of hope to end on, Doctor. It is never too late to start. It's a powerful reminder to be good stewards of our bodies and to appreciate their God-given ability to heal. And of course, the wisest first step on any health journey is to work in partnership with your own trusted medical team. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. You should always consult with your own physician or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet, especially when introducing a nutrient-dense food like liver. If you found this guide empowering and helpful, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information. And be sure to share it with a friend or family member who may be struggling with muscle loss. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will join us for more groundbreaking health guides. And for our community discussion today, we would love to hear from you. What was the most surprising thing you learned about muscle loss and nutrition today? Sharing your insights in the comments below helps our entire community learn and grow together. Thank you for being with us. Be well and be strong.